When I went to see Marvel's Thunderbolts earlier this year, I wasn't sure what to expect. Marvel's been in a bit of a lull, it's not been doing so well, and so I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But I was pleasantly surprised. This ended up being one of my more favourite Marvel movies I've seen probably in all time. But why is that? Well, rather than being just a genuinely good action film, which it was, it goes into the deeper stories of each of the characters. We look at Walker and his broken family. We look at Yelena and her trauma of her past and what she was made to do and how she got through it. We look at Red Guardian and his regret and his choices. It's really interesting to see. So basically the Thunderbolts are thrown together and end up being in a team. And whilst they're in this team, they face their own trauma and their darkness, and it goes into their past. It's really interesting. But they're on a mission to face Bob. Now Bob starts off as a friendly character. He's just a normal guy like you and me, but he ends up with superpowers. Now the problem is with Bob is that he's got a darkness within him, a kind of void. And when he hits those dark moments, those like depression type moments, he becomes this supervillain that is immensely powerful and really terrifying, honestly, in the movie. But what I found so interesting is that the normal way these things go is there's a big crescendo ending and they end up beating down the bad guy with guns, swords or whatever else they can find. But that's not how this goes. Instead, we go into the psyche of Bob. We go into his life and we see the darkness that has made him who he is. And overall, the winner in this entire story is love. There's a really moving scene at the end where Bob is fighting, literally fighting the darkness within him to try and stop this void from overcoming him. But what actually wins the victory is all the Thunderbolts in the end come round and hold Bob in his darkest moment. They show him love when he's really struggling. And it's this love that overcomes the darkness within Bob and ultimately brings the victory in the whole film. Now as a Christian, I could really see some biblical parallels in this film, whether they were intentional or not. Like the Thunderbolts, we've all failed in some way. Sure, we're not super soldiers or Black Widow assassins, but we've all had regrets. Some of us have had trauma, some of us had family breakup, and we've faced the darkness and the consequences of our actions. But when we turn around and look at what we've done, and we feel genuinely broken by it, that leaves us open to Jesus. And Jesus came to us in our darkest moment. And while we were supposed to get judgment, just like Bob when he was in his darkest, villainous state, instead he got love. And it was that love that broke him down and ultimately defeated the darkness within him. And that's what the gospel's about. Jesus came to save a world that was broken. And when they acknowledge that and turn to him, he's there to save him. So I thought Marvel's Thunderbolts was a brilliant movie. I recommend you go and see it. And I give it a 9.5 out of 10.